Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is going to be a whips and foes, I guess. More foes than whips, but so I want to thank everybody first who has subscribed to the channel. I am not doing join channel subscriptions like for members only type stuff right now. Maybe that'll be in the future, but I do appreciate everyone that has come back to watch my videos. Tomorrow is going to be the tasting of this last month's snack crate. They send it out at the end of the month, so we don't normally get it till the beginning of the following month. It's weird on how they do that, but that's how they do it. So if you do decide to try that, just to let you know, I don't normally get to say that in the video, because when we're done, my husband's just like, let's get it done, get it uploaded, edited, whatever have you. So that one does ship out at the end of the month, and then you get it towards depending on where you live, you might get it still at the end of that month. It might be the beginning of the next month. So that box is actually May's box, not June's. So just check it out. I hope you enjoy it. I'm hoping that you're all enjoying my Monday Music Monday videos. Most of them are songs. Yesterday, I'm recording this on Monday night, so when I say yesterday, it is a teaser for a stitch that I'm working on. This is what I've got so far. Let me make sure I'm showing you the right direction. Yes. So I'm calling this the muffin stitch. You could call it whatever you want to, but that's what I'm calling it. What does that look like? I screwed that piece up. Well, see, that's why I'm still working on it. So this is a whip. I just noticed that I did two of the same thing here. Where'd it go? Here and here. One of those was supposed to be a bottom and one was supposed to be a top. So it is a little off, but I'll make sure to do this correctly when I do the tutorial. This is going to be a mile a minute design. I'm also coming up with, if you want to make it a wider project, so you have the stitch multiples and all that stuff. Now I did make a song for this as well, and that will probably come out before I actually do this video as a short. So I just wanted to let you know that. Alright, yeah, I'm kind of upset that I missed that. That was supposed to be something else there. And I screwed it up. But see, nobody's perfect. But I will do another sample like this one, but in multiple colors so you can see the difference. I'm probably going to use this for my chocolate covered strawberry pattern that I was working on. And I'll show you guys that when that's done and completed. I'm working on other things right now that I want to get done, and then I'll show you guys. So the first thing is that I've been bucket hat crazy. The bucket hat pattern that I'm using is from Crystal at Bag O Day. It's a very easy pattern. I have changed it up on some of the hats that I've made, and some of them I've left as the original pattern. So this one here was actually made with, and it's probably not available anymore, it's from Michael's Loops and Threads. It's called Joy DK, which is funny because that's my middle name. Tricot double bonheur? I don't know. It's 273 yards in the cake, and the skein, I don't like it because there's actually a cardboard center in it. So it's very strange. And this is an 100% anti-pilling acrylic, and it is considered a number 3 weight, lightweight. Let me make sure I'm showing you guys the right information. Always backwards. Okay, no. There we go. Okay. Don't know how well you'll see that. Let me see if it'll focus. Turn the light on. Move my camera over. There we go. There we go. Okay. So there's that. But this has been discontinued because I did get this on clearance at $2.97, and this was before I moved out of Lubbock, Texas to Virginia. So I don't think they make this anymore. If they do, they might have rebranded it, but this is the label from it. The rest of it's on my yarn holder that you pull from the outside with the magnetic holder on it. I'm still kind of, the one that I got, I like it because it's got the heart bottom, but the top part where the magnetic is at, it doesn't sit evenly in the hole, so it's off center, so it tends to fall over if it's unweighted, if the weight's different. But I have been using that. So that's what this one was made of. This one here and this one were both made with one skein, one cake, I should say cake, oops, cake, of Premier Sweet Rolls, the Frosted. This was the first hat that I made, and I did change up the stitch pattern after I got the crown done, which was really easy because I got hooked on the fork in the road stitch. I started doing that with some of these, and some of them worked out okay and some of them didn't. But then I had to kind of, with this one here, this was the rest of the cake. And those ones, I should have brought a thing in here for it. You can get them in any, there are multiple designs, colors. I love Premier Yarns. I am an affiliate with them now. So if you do decide to purchase anything from Premier, please use the link. It will help the channel. I'm going to try to, it's going to be a while before I can actually get an order from Premier, unless they send me something to show you guys. Because of my Joann's experience, I have to kind of put a halt on buying any more yarn right now. And I either have to use some up or just wait, wait a bit. I'm actually going to be skipping on Hobby Lobby's clearance this year. Last year, I did it in Virginia, and by the time I got there, there was some stuff left, but there wasn't a whole lot. And I'm hearing that there's not really a whole lot this year with the 75% off clearance with them. If you've gone to the Hobby Lobby clearance, or gotten yarn from them recently and didn't get anything, did they have a lot of clearance? Was it mostly gone? Did you get any good deals? Let me know in the comment section. But again, this was one cake, 2 hats. Well, this one here, I had to kind of slip stitch my last round instead of single crochet as her pattern calls for, because I was playing yarn chicken with this one. I could have probably made it had I not gone an extra row on after the increase again. But if you want to check this pattern out, it's on Crystal from Bag O' Day's website. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. Like I said, it's very simple. If you want to change it up, it's not hard to change it up. If if it's a stitch multiple that will work with the basically the crown once you're finished doing the crown. Okay, and then I had to make another one. This is another one. This is from yarn that I got at Joann's, and I actually do have this one here in my office. I got this Lonely Skein of Wool Ease. Now I know I've had this on during some of the videos I've done, like the snack crate video. Tomorrow you'll see it, me wearing this one. This one I did do the fork in the road. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did the pattern regularly. I'm looking here to see if I did it. But this here was the only skein that I found. And I really do like this yarn, even though it does have a little bit of wool in it. These ones here from Premier are 100% acrylic 4-weight. And this one is also a 4-weight. And it is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It does say it's machine washable and dryable. I guess I'll have to test that out. I'm trying to see if I have enough to make another hat. This originally had, how many yards? 197 yards. I might not be able to make a hat, but I might be able to make a skinny scarf with it, with the remainder of it. If I do a simple stitch and it's not a yarn eater, that would be great. But you know, you won't know until you try. So I do like this. I know that Lion Brand does have this still available on their website. So if you're interested in trying this out, this one is in the color, I keep forgetting about this. This one is in the color Blush Heather. And it's a, let's see, it's made in Turkey. And it requires a 6mm hook, which is what I used for the hat. Because that's what Crystal from Bag O' Day loves to use, is 6mm. Sometimes she uses a different one, but most of the time it's a 6mm hook. And yeah, so that's that. So I've been making a lot of hats. These hats I made for my mother-in-law because she has lost a lot of hair, and we still have no idea why she's losing hair. And to protect herself from the sun, when we take her to the doctor, she puts mainly this one on because it's got the blue and the yellow and a little bit of purple. She probably will wear this one if she needs to one day, but this is the one that she prefers to wear because it goes with a lot of her clothes that she has. And she likes to coordinate. Alright, so there's that. And then my nephew asked for me to make a poncho. I've never made a poncho before. So, I kept having him try it on after I got so many skeins completed. Because I just was like, what? You just tell me how big you want it. Now, he is taller than me. I'm only 5'3", and he's about 5'9", maybe 5'11". I know he's not 6 foot because he's nowhere near my husband's height. But this was made with Premier yarns as well. The puzzle, and I should have brought the label for this one. It's the blue one, and I cannot remember the name of it. I had made my husband a blanket out of this yarn, and he saw it sitting in the office. He goes, "Oh, you brought my blanket," and then realized, oh no, it's not my blanket. But it's actually pretty long. Oops, I'm just going to knock my husband's motorcycle helmet over. It covers on the points on the side. My arms are almost covered on one side, and on the other side, they aren't covered. And it could be because I have it off-centered, I don't know. And I told him you could wear it like this, or you could wear it, if I don't get stuck here, you could wear it like this. You don't have to wear it the way, you could wear it as a square. But I think he's going to wear it as the triangle, because what he wants is something that feels like a blanket, but isn't, that he can wear around the house and not have to worry about his hoodie and being on it. My shirt is just going everywhere here. Okay, come on. There we go. I'm trying to center it, but it's not really working out very well. But this is how big he wanted it. So, this is, like I said, this is another Bag O' Day. What does it look like that got tore? It could just be me. Okay. This is another Bag O' Day pattern. Very easy to do. And again, I did not put any more stitches along the edging of with the head hole, the hole that your head goes through. But he liked it, so I'm going to give it to him after this video so he can do with what he pleases with it. Alright, and then, speaking of him, he's into Pokemon. I'm getting really close there. He's into Pokemon, which is fine. And he got a few cards in the mail the other day. And he showed me the cards that he got, and I'm like, you know, those are kind of cool. And he comes back and he gives me this one and tells me it's mine. I don't know. Let me turn this down, maybe. No, there's that. Okay. No, let me turn off the light because it's glaring. It's in a protective sleeve. Oh, and I just turned it back on again. There we go. Okay. And I'm sorry for the darkness of the video at this point. Okay. So, I don't know if you can tell very well, but that is a crocheted Snorlax Pokemon card. He says he's going to try to collect them all for me. So every time he gets one for me, I will show you guys which one he get for me. And it's funny because Snorlax is kind of like me. I'm always taking a nap, always sleeping. And I had a copy of a Cody from Creative Grandma, but after work, I take a nap, I get up, I eat dinner, cook dinner, eat dinner. It's when my husband is out of town for work, I cook dinner, eat dinner, and I'm up for maybe 2 more hours, and I'm back to bed for work the next morning. I really wish this wouldn't glare, and I don't want to take it out of the protective sleeve. I guess I can. Is it another protective sleeve? Maybe that'll work. I'm trying to get it to focus. It's kind of hard to see at my point, but it's a crocheted Snorlax laying on his back, snoring away. That's what I've been doing. Like I said, I am working on that stitch pattern. It's going to be an easy stitch pattern. I do like how it looks, except for that mistake that I just saw in there. So I will, again, show that one, even though it has the boo-boo in it. I'll show that one to you so you can see what it looks like in solid. And then I'll make up another short strip to show you what it would look like in a variegated yarn, because I don't think self-striping, unless you just use the self-striping for each strip, it will turn out how you would like it to. Because the self-striping, sometimes those are really long stripes, and sometimes they're really short stripes. So, but that's that. And I don't think anybody has ever come up with a muffin stitch pattern, so yay to me. And I will be, like I said, I will be showing this maybe, if not this week, next week definitely. I will get this stitch pattern up for you guys so you guys can learn it and do it however you want to make it. Again, I will also do not only the mile a minute version, but if you want to make it a larger project like a blanket or a scarf, whatever size you want to make it, so you know the stitch multiple as well. Okay, I will show you what I come up with. I don't think I'm going to use this one though, because I don't know if I like how it looks. You let me know if you like how it looks, or if you would prefer it without the extra. This first row is all double crochet, and then it starts the pattern. And it's only a 2-row repeat, which is good. And I'm going to say it's, beginner friendly, intermediate style stitch. I think I like it actually on this better. It looks more like what I'm calling it, which is the muffin stitch. But if you've gotten this far in the video, let me know in the comment section. Do you like it with this at the bottom, or would you like to also see it without the double crochet at the bottom as the first row? And I'll also make another sample showing this in a variegated yarn as well, where it changes automatically. So, alright. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, seeing what I've been up to with the way that my mother-in-law's doctor's appointments I've been lately, they're like kind of back to back to back to back to back. Right now I have a break, a couple weeks break in between appointments, so I'm trying to get caught back up again. I keep getting caught back up and then I keep going back again. But I'm doing my very best so you guys can at least, I can give you guys some content. Again, if you're interested in any of the Premier yarns, if you've never tried them before, they're an awesome yarn. I actually got started on them by Cinnamon Stitches, and by people posting that Dollar Tree was doing 2 packs of the sweet rolls for $5, which is a steal back then because they were like $5 online for one. And I pretty much bought out my local Dollar Tree of them and any other Premier yarns that I could find there. They did have the velvet yarn, but I don't know. I made my nephew a blanket with it, with the double crochet V-stitch pattern, and I don't know if it is still holding together. That was like 5 years ago that I made it, roughly, because I started crocheting in 2020. When I finally got the hang of crocheting was in 2020, shortly after COVID became, nobody could do anything without going anywhere without a mask on and all that stuff. And we already had Bella and Brownie, our 2 little girls, because that November, my niece had got married. She's still married. She's having her 2nd kid this year. She had her 1st kid last year. She didn't realize she was going to be able to have another kid so soon without assistance. So that was a shocker. But in 2020, I got those loopy thread, the loopy yarn that you don't need a hook or knitting needles for, and I started with that. And then I found videos on how to Tunisian crochet, just the simple stitches, like the Tunisian simple stitch, the V-stitch, and that was it. That's all I learned from that. Now I do want to learn more about those, and I know that Jada and Stitches did a blanket for that, but I wasn't up for that. So I did learn Tunisian. My husband bought me Tunisian hooks and everything, and then I got more yarn from Walmart, and it just kind of blew up from there. Because I did scarves the first year for everybody in my family. Well, not everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, because, let's see, only my 2 sisters and my brother, my parents, my husband's mom, stepdad, my mother-in-law that's living with us, and my father-in-law, they all got scarves. None of the nieces, the great nieces and nephews got them. And I could only do so much because I was on a time limit. And then I decided the following year, mind you, this was only a couple months before the next year, I decided I was going to make everybody a blanket. I mean, including my 2 sisters, my brother, my one sister's, all her kids, everybody a blanket. My nephew, him and his wife, a blanket with all, at that time they had, golly, 8 kids, 6, I don't know. They had a bunch of kids. I've lost track. And I made them all a blanket. I found out what their favorite colors were, kind of like what were they into. The youngest one, I made baby blankets if they were small enough at that point. And then I made my other sister's 2 kids blankets. I made my brother a blanket for him and his wife, which I had to remake because their house caught on fire a year or so ago. So when I went back up there for Christmas, and I made another blanket to take with me, But that took me more than one Christmas, obviously, because I had so many people to make blankets for. And even though the kids were young, I still wanted to make sure that they'd be able to, take those blankets with them. Oh, and my one niece has two kids at the time. And one was kind of young and the other one was a little bit older, but I still, I have some of them posted that I made for them in the intro, if you ever noticed them. The one was green and red and gray. That was for my nephew. I don't even know. I had bought a bunch, like bulk buying from Premier for my nephew and his family because they had so many kids and so many different colors that each one of them liked, that I actually, at that point, they allowed for the discounted rate. If you bought so much at a time, you got to buy them at a more affordable price. But they've done away with that program. I wish they still had it, but they don't. But it's okay. I had so much of that yarn. I actually gave some of it to my one niece because she crochets too, here and there. But I was like, I've got so much. And now, I don't know what I'm going to do because I've got so much yarn from Joanne. Not all of it's Joanne branded stuff, the Big Twist brand. I should say Michael's now, since Michael's has taken over Big Twist. And whatever else that they've gotten a hold of since they acquired the intellectual properties, which that is going to be something to see in the near future. I've already heard that Hirschner's in July is when they're going to start posting that they have the Big Twist value. Now, according to Michael's site, they're going to carry Big Twist value, the pound, the big ones, not the small ones like Hirschner's is going to have. But then again, never know. They may have it too. It's going to be kind of one of those things. Who am I going to go to get my Big Twist yarn if I want it? Let me know in the comment section, how do you feel about Michael's getting the Big Twist intellectual property? Because they bought the license for Big Twist. But it's also interesting because Hirschner's put out first that they were going to be doing the Big Twist value and other stuff, but they couldn't tell us at that time what other labels they're going to carry at Hirschners.com. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I will be keeping an eye on all of that so I can let you guys know as soon as I know. I did sign up for the email at Hirschner's, so maybe, that's something that you can think about doing so you can keep up with when they're going to actually release Big Twist on their website. Now, I don't know if they're going to carry it at their local store where they're at, because if I'm not mistaken, they do have a building, but it's like one building, like a warehouse or something. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I'm never going to hurt my feelings if you do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you guys. Oh, my husband's going to be going for his motorcycle license in August or September, depending on when they have the next availability for class. And then once he gets that done, we're going to be looking at motorcycles. I'm not going to get on no two-wheel motorcycles, so it's going to have to be a three-wheeler for me. But for him, it's going to be a two-wheeler. So that box behind me is his helmet that he got today. He got the rest of his gear over the weekend, but that's apple juice. Nothing wrong with that juice. Alright. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it for today. Again, keep a lookout for tomorrow's video, which is me and my husband tasting the snacks from the snack crate box that we got for May. They are snacks from Italy, No chocolate overload this time. If you watched our Cadbury box, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm still reeling in from that box. Next time we get a box that's all one particular type of food like that, like chocolate, or they do the Kit Kat boxes sometimes too. If we get another one like that unexpectedly, we're going to be doing two videos, not one, two, because that was like diabetic coma for him. Alright, well, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my content and haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.